How are we doing, gang? Welcome to Team of the Week. Bit of a special one this week because we've done an FA Cup Team of the Week for you. Don't usually do this, do we?
No.
But I thought in this circumstances, I mean, it's such an exciting week. And unbelievable.
We've been giving the FA Cup a lot of crap on these shows.
But it was a good weekend.
It was a good weekend.
Really good.
Exciting
weekend.
Really good. Well excited.
But let's run through the team. Obviously,
What are you doing?
Entirely voted for by you guys, so well within our rights to go in on this. But
I'm generally angry.
Yeah, Romero in goal, Ake at left back, Alderweireld and Zuma at centre back, Moses at right back, Ericsson in the LAM position, Barton and Fabregas in the central midfield positions, Mkhitaryan right attacking midfield, and then Kane and Costa up front. Now, let's start with Joey Barton because he was in a losing team.
His team lost to a team 80 places below them
and
in
yet
the
he's in Team of the Week.
in the league pyramid.
What on earth is going on?
And we haven't even touched on that.
We'll come back.
We will come back
to that. I want to know first from you who gets in there. Who are you replacing?
We'll go with defence first. I think that Raggett has got to be in there from
Just
Lincoln.
Jumping in probably ahead of Alderweireld, right?
Alderweireld, I'd say. Lincoln City, the first team in over 100 years.
Oh, by the way, I mean, look at this clip now of how they celebrated it. The guys watching at the ground, the fans watching at the ground that couldn't go to the game. I mean, that looks absolutely incredible. You know, that just looks like you just love to be there. You love to be one of those.
Brilliant. The first non-league team in over 100 years to make the quarterfinals of the FA Cup.
Incredible.
And yet we don't have a Lincoln City player in the team of the week. It's full of Premier League players. What are you guys doing?
I'm joining you there because I'm going to put Cummings in instead of Moses because I think just
they deserve some representation.
To get a goal like that against the, I know Leicester are a bit of a spent force this season, but to get a goal like that of that importance, they've got to be in there.
At the time he did as well. You know, 90th minute. Like, what are you playing at? Come on.
Madness. Absolutely.
Look
madness.
outside the Premier League, guys. That's a Premier League team,
Let's
including one Premier League player who didn't even get through. What are you doing?
In theory, we could be in a position where we have the top four in the semi-final. And like you said, we've given the FA Cup a bit of a battering, haven't we? We've given it a bit of a beatdown.
Yeah.
But is that a good thing? Is that a good thing for the competition?
Well, you know, we have a non-league team in this round now, and they have Arsenal, and obviously the game will happen this evening.
Sutton haven't played at the time of recording. They haven't yet played. But
it could be an all non-league quarter-final.
That would be amazing.
How amazing is that?
And even better, we were talking about, I mean, let's just say that Sutton don't get through, Lincoln don't get through. Imagine if you had a Manchester derby semi and a North London derby semi. That incredible scenes over the course of the
Tottenham's
weekend.
home at Wembley as well.
Don't even talk to me about that husk of a place. And now I've got to go and play Ghent there as well. Just tragic.
Yeah, we'll be there this week as well in another cup competition that matters. You know.
Yeah, the League Cup. Yeah, really, really important. Man United, can you see them beating Chelsea?
Oh, that's a tough one because there's no replays from the quarterfinals onwards.
Of course.
So that'll be a good game.
Well, that's a relief. Yeah. I just think
they should do it in every round. They should definitely do it in every round. But
replays are rubbish, aren't they? They just long it out. But if they do beat Chelsea, and you could see like it's perfect. The stage is set, isn't it, for Mourinho to do that? Do you think they can go on and win it?
4-0. I think we've got a good chance of winning all three trophies that we're in, apart from Premier League, of course. That's gone now. Europa League, I'd fancy us. League Cup,
FA Cup and League Cup wouldn't be a bad season, would it?
Wouldn't be a bad season at all.
Not at all. Let's go on to talk about Harry Kane very quickly and Tottenham's chances. Solid hat-trick. I just thought Fulham weren't great. Fulham sort of played into Tottenham's hands a little bit.
I said to you last week, Tottenham could really do with winning a cup, and the FA Cup. Why not? Why can't they win it? Why can't they win it?
Absolutely. I mean, I think it's important at this point in the season. I think it's important to still be in there. I just worry that the game time will just add up, particularly after Spurs going thrash.
That's the trouble with Spurs and United. They have a lot of games.
Well, so Europa League games.
Chelsea have probably got to be the favourites for it because they literally have the league's wrapped up already, and the FA Cup is the only other competition they've got to go for.
Unfortunately, it does feel that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to come and talk about Dick of the Day?
Yes, I do.
So we disagree on this in a big way, but you go.
Joey Barton, I don't like him as a person generally.
Oh my God! He's his character. Deep, Scott.
Come on, look, he's not a well-liked person in these quarters, is he? You like him? Why?
Well,
Why do you like? What was he doing with Matt Reed? What was he doing?
That he's a competitor. And I don't want to. Oh God, I sound like Lawrence. I hate myself for this. I was just saying before we came on, like, you know, you're playing football in the garden. Actually, interesting
He's
story.
not playing football in the garden.
Interesting story. So I remember when I was about 11 or 12, and I was playing for my local team, and I looked over a pitch next door. The ball was going to play. I looked over the pitch next door, and there was this 40-year-old bloke just smashing balls into an 11-a-side goal into the top bin, with his son in goal, who was about 5. And the son would like go and pick the ball up and roll it back. The guy chip it up and just smash it in again. And he just look at this little kid like, go and get the ball. Go and get the ball. I looked over, it was Paul Merson. Of course it was. Paul Merson just smashing balls past his son. But it just made me realise you cannot take that competitive nature out of people. And it doesn't matter who
Paul Merson story.
It doesn't matter who you're playing against. Joey Barton's looking to get an edge. He's looking to win the game. And if it means that they go down to 10 men because he's done it, I think
Well,
fair
no, the
play.
thing is that the way it came across was he was the person who was going to get sent off or booked because it was so blatantly cheating.
But in his mind, he would have thought, okay, it was worthwhile. He's just a competitor. He just wants to win.
And yet his team still lost to a non-league side.
Which is a shambles.
Good one, Joey. Well done.
Let's not get away I mean, there's no getting away from that. Also, I do quite like the irony of in 2013 he tweeted saying
Players,
they need to stamp this out. Something should be done about this player trying to actively
and
get
then
others sent off.
comes out with a 4-tweet story after the game saying, "Oh, I'm
dear
just
me.
doing what I do."
Tragic. Look, I think he is panto villain. I think everyone would miss him if he wasn't there.
And I boo him. I will boo him. I will boo him until
But
he retires.
exactly, you'll boo him, and that means that you are like literally playing into his hands. That's exactly what he wants, which I love, and I'm completely down for. But as per usual, you guys will let us know in the comment section as to whether you agree with us or not. Look, don't get me wrong. Before you absolutely slaughter me for that, I hate divers. I do not like diving at all.
You just advocated
But
it.
what I can see is, as like Gary Neville did, when he did that long rant on diving, as Gary Neville said there, if you get an advantage and you win the game, people won't give a toss about the fact that you dived. Like your own management, your teammates, you don't like to see it, but if it happens, it happens.
Resorting to underhand tactics against a team who are that far below you.
Tragic, and not really,
come on,
not really
them with actual football.
Not really in the spirit of the FA Cup. But I feel like I should defend Joey Barton because he's going to win Dick of the Day for 2 weeks on the spin. That's the first time that's
You
ever.
give it to him every week.
That's
As
the
far as I'm
first
concerned.
time.
No matter what he does, he couldn't even play. He might not play, and I'd give him Dick of the Day. Every single
just
week.
being a straight up
Yeah.
knob. Let's talk about one last thing I wanted to go through. Was the Mkhitaryan's performance.
Oh.
The nonchalance of that pass.
I mean, there was a chasm in that defence. But
even
still,
it was
through the middle.
He didn't need to play it through the middle, did he? He could have probably just lofted it over.
he
But
could've.
the technique to just flick that round, absolutely amazing.
You know how United have looked fruitless in attack for a lot of the time this season, last season.
Look, it's not, as you said, let's not forget it's Blackburn.
It is Blackburn, but since Mkhitaryan has started playing through the middle, we have a different dimension to us. I don't know how many games you've seen.
I try and catch as often as I can because, like much that Payne said, I do actually enjoy watching them because of you're always looking out for something, aren't you?
He's a number 10 with pace, and it's great to watch. I mean, he's a great player to watch.
He was very impressive, and just even just the way that he nicked the ball away from the defender.
Man United praise from this man.
It's the FA Cup, mate. Chill your beans. You're not in the top 4.
Oh, mate. Oh, my God. We're 2 points off the top 4.
Yeah,
you're giving this
not going to get there. But I do think... let's just talk really quickly, because I'm sure we'll come into it in the previous show. Just thoughts on the League Cup final come this weekend?
I think it'll be a good thing if we can get a trophy. Jose Mourinho loves the League Cup. I'm not sure how many he's won before. A fair few. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be there, and I expect a win.
Yeah,
I expect a win. The way that we're playing, we have a lot of games, but I still expect us to win because we've got a big enough squad to
get a trophy in the locker already.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I do just want to do one shout out very quickly to Wayne Shaw, the roly-poly goalie. I mean, what a story that would be. If he, whatever reason, if he is called upon at any point tonight, that would just be incredible. So at the time of filming, obviously they haven't played yet, but I'm praying that this time tomorrow, there's a stream of comments after he's made some like last minute save that's kept like Sutton in the game. They managed to go down the other end and score and knock Arsenal out. Can you imagine the meltdowns if Arsenal go out off the back of Bayern Munich and now this?
Troops is bad enough as it is.
Actually, I think we might have to challenge Troops to do this, but Wayne Shaw's had like offers to do a naked calendar, hasn't he? He genuinely had offers to do a naked calendar. I feel like maybe we want to shout out Troops in the WhatsApp group and say that if Sutton beat you, will you do the same? That would break the internet.
We are going to do this.
That would be an internet sensation.
We will do this.
Troops' naked calendar. Look, Troops.
I'm sure you all want to see that.
Yeah,
we definitely want to see that. Of course we want to see that.
I don't want to see that. I think it'd be hilarious.
No, you get the comments about our...
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never had any comments about my sexuality whatsoever. It doesn't seem to come up every week. Cheers for doing that, you. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Drop us a like if you did. And let us know your thoughts on the team. Let us know your thoughts on the guys.
I'm very disappointed in all of you. That's a terrible team.
Pretty weak, to be fair, this week, wasn't it? Putting in entire Premier League side, bit waffly. But yeah, let us know your thoughts anyway. Subscribe to 90 Minutes if you haven't already. See you all next time.